Hello, everyone, and welcome to our channel. Today, let's start with a situation that might sound very familiar. You are sitting in a meeting, ready to share an idea that you worked on for hours. You finally start speaking, and suddenly a coworker interrupts you. Before you can finish, someone else takes credit for your idea. Then another coworker starts complaining about the company, the project, the weather, and even the office coffee. Maybe you also have a teammate who never meets deadlines, or someone who refuses to cooperate with the team. And let's not forget office gossip, which can create tension and misunderstandings everywhere. Sound familiar? Well, you are not alone. Today, we will explore how to handle difficult coworkers professionally, what useful English expressions you can use in uncomfortable situations, how to stay calm and confident at work, and even how difficult coworkers can help you become a stronger professional. Stay with us, because this conversation might completely change the way you look at workplace challenges. Today, we are talking about a topic that affects people in almost every workplace: how to handle difficult coworkers. I am Daisy, and joining me is Harry.
Thank you, Daisy. I am very excited for this discussion.
Small correction, Harry. We usually say, I am very excited about this discussion.
Right. I am very excited about this discussion.
Perfect. And don't worry, everyone. These small corrections are part of learning English naturally.
Exactly. I think many listeners make similar mistakes.
That's true. During today's episode, we will discuss workplace communication, conflict management skills, confidence-building strategies, and practical English phrases that you can use at work. We will share real-life stories, workplace examples, and useful expressions that can help you sound more professional and confident in English.
We will also talk about difficult meetings, office gossip, negative coworkers, communication mistakes, remote work challenges, and much more.
So grab a coffee, relax, and let's get started.
Daisy, do you think every workplace has at least one difficult coworker?
Honestly, yes. I think it's almost impossible to find a workplace where everyone gets along perfectly all the time.
I agree. In my first job, there was a coworker who interrupted people constantly.
Really?
Yes. Every meeting felt like a competition. Whenever someone started speaking, he jumped in immediately.
That can be very frustrating.
Extremely frustrating. At that time, I didn't know what to do. I just stayed quiet.
Many people do that, especially when they are new at work.
Exactly. I was afraid of creating conflict.
That's understandable, but sometimes it's important to speak up.
That's our first useful phrase.
Yes, speak up means express your opinion or ideas confidently.
So if someone interrupts me, I can speak up politely?
Exactly. For example, you could say, I'd like to finish my point first.
That sounds professional.
It does. Another example is, please let me complete my explanation.
Nice. Can I say, I will speak out my opinion?
That's a common mistake. In this situation, speak up sounds more natural.
Got it. Speak up.
Right.
You know, one thing I learned later was that confidence matters a lot.
Absolutely. Many people think confidence means being loud.
But that's not true.
Not at all. Confidence often means staying calm and expressing yourself clearly.
Speaking of staying calm, I hear people say, keep your cool.
Great phrase. Keep your cool means remain calm, even in a stressful situation.
Example.
Imagine a coworker criticizes your presentation in front of everyone. Instead of getting angry, you keep your cool and respond professionally.
So I don't shout.
Exactly. You stay calm.
Can I say, keep your calm?
People may understand you, but keep your cool is the more natural expression.
Nice. I like that one.
Me too. It is very useful in workplace situations.
Daisy, what about coworkers who complain all day?
The negative coworker.
Yes, the coffee is bad, the project is bad, the office chair is bad. Everything is bad.
We have all met someone like that.
Sometimes their negativity spreads to the whole team.
That's true. One important skill is learning how to stay positive without ignoring real problems.
How do we do that?
A useful phrase here is focus on solutions.
Another important expression.
Yes. Instead of spending 30 minutes discussing problems, ask, what solution do you suggest?
That changes the conversation.
Exactly. It moves the discussion forward.
I like that approach.
Me too. Professional people don't ignore problems, but they also don't stay stuck on them.
They focus on solutions.
Exactly.
Another challenge is working with people who don't cooperate.
Yes, teamwork can become difficult when someone refuses to help.
That reminds me of a phrase I've heard many times. Team player.
Great phrase. A team player is someone who works well with others and supports team goals.
Example?
Sarah is a great team player. She always helps when the team is under pressure.
Can I say, he is player of team?
That's not natural English. We say team player.
Team player. Easy to remember.
Exactly.
You know, in my first office job, I wanted everyone to like me.
That's very common.
I thought if someone disagreed with me, it meant they didn't like me.
And what happened?
I worried too much.
That's a great lesson, because disagreement doesn't always mean conflict.
True.
In fact, healthy teams often disagree.
Really?
Yes, different opinions can lead to better decisions.
As long as people stay respectful.
Exactly.
Ah, another useful expression. Be respectful.
That's right. Being respectful means treating others politely, even when you disagree.
I think many workplace problems would disappear if people remembered that.
I completely agree.
Daisy, earlier you mentioned that we don't need to be best friends with everyone at work.
That's right.
I think many people believe a successful workplace means everyone must like each other.
Actually, that's not necessary. What's important is being able to work together professionally.
That reminds me of another useful phrase. Get along with.
Excellent phrase. Get along with means to have a friendly or positive relationship with someone.
So if I say, I get along with my coworkers, it means we work well together?
Exactly.
Can I say, I get along my coworkers?
That's a common mistake. You need the word with. We say, I get along with my coworkers.
Right. Get along with.
Here's another example. She gets along with her manager very well.
That's useful.
And remember, getting along with someone doesn't mean you agree with them all the time.
Good point.
It simply means you can maintain a positive and respectful working relationship.
Speaking of relationships, let's talk about office gossip.
Ah, yes. Office gossip, one of the most common workplace problems.
Sometimes gossip spreads faster than company emails.
That's surprisingly true.
Have you ever experienced office gossip?
Yes. Early in my career, there was a rumor that a manager was leaving the company.
Was it true?
Not at all.
Really?
The manager simply took a vacation.
That's amazing.
Yet people spent days discussing it.
That's why gossip can be dangerous.
Exactly. Gossip creates confusion and unnecessary stress.
So what should we do when someone starts gossiping?
One useful phrase is stay professional.
What does that mean exactly?
It means focusing on work and behaving appropriately instead of joining negative conversations.
So if someone says, "Did you hear the rumor about Sarah?" I don't have to join the discussion.
Exactly.
I could change the subject.
Yes, or say something like, I'm not sure about that. Let's focus on the project.
Very professional.
That's the goal.
Daisy, have you noticed that many workplace conflicts come from misunderstandings rather than bad intentions?
Absolutely.
Especially when people communicate in English as a second language.
That's a very important point.
I remember a funny situation.
Tell us.
In my first international company, I wanted to tell my manager that a task was challenging.
Okay.
Instead, I said, "This task is impossible for normal humans." Everyone started laughing.
I can imagine.
I sounded like I was describing a science fiction movie.
What did your manager say?
He said, "Harry, don't worry. We are all normal humans here." I was so embarrassed.
But that's actually a great learning experience.
Definitely.
Language mistakes happen to everyone.
Even native speakers make mistakes.
Exactly.
Another phrase I hear often is "on the same page."
That's a very common workplace expression.
What does it mean?
It means everyone has the same understanding about a situation.
Example.
Before we start the project, let's make sure we're on the same page.
So everyone understands the goals.
Correct.
Can I say we are in the same page?
That's a common mistake.
Let me guess. It should be on the same page.
Exactly.
I hear managers say that all the time.
Because misunderstandings often happen when people are not on the same page.
That makes sense.
For example, one employee thinks the deadline is Friday.
Another thinks it's Monday.
Then everyone becomes frustrated.
A simple conversation could prevent that.
Exactly.
Communication really is powerful.
It is.
Let's talk about coworkers who avoid responsibility.
That's a challenging situation.
Imagine you're working on a team project.
Okay.
Everyone has tasks, except one coworker who keeps delaying their work.
Unfortunately, that happens.
Then the rest of the team must work extra hours.
Right.
What should we do?
A useful phrase here is address the issue.
Meaning?
It means talk directly about the problem instead of ignoring it.
Can you give an example?
Sure. You could say, "I've noticed the report is delayed. Can we discuss how to move forward?"
That's much better than accusing someone.
Exactly.
Many people avoid difficult conversations.
Yes, because they fear conflict.
But avoiding the issue often makes it worse.
Very true.
Like ignoring a small crack in a wall.
Eventually, the problem grows.
Exactly.
That's why professional communication is so important.
Another phrase I hear often is give someone the benefit of the doubt.
That's one of my favorite workplace expressions. What does it mean? It means choosing to believe that someone probably has good intentions when you don't know all the facts.
Could you give an example?
Of course. Imagine a coworker misses a meeting.
Okay.
You could immediately assume they don't care.
Or
Or you could give them the benefit of the doubt and think maybe something unexpected happened.
That's a healthier mindset.
Usually, yes.
I think people often jump to conclusions,
They do.
especially when they are stressed.
Absolutely.
Speaking of stress, how do difficult coworkers affect workplace stress?
They can increase it significantly.
I agree.
But here's something interesting.
What's that?
Sometimes the coworker isn't actually the biggest problem.
Really?
Sometimes our reaction creates additional stress.
That's true.
If we spend the entire day thinking about a negative comment, we suffer much longer than necessary.
so we need emotional control.
Exactly.
That connects to another phrase we discussed earlier. Keep your cool.
Perfect connection.
The more I think about it, the more important that phrase seems.
It really is.
Let's talk about criticism.
Good idea.
Many people struggle with criticism.
Especially in a professional environment.
Why is that?
Because criticism can feel personal.
Even when it isn't.
Exactly.
Which brings us to another useful phrase. Take it personally.
Yes.
What does that mean?
It means feeling that a comment is a personal attack against you.
Example?
My manager corrected my report, but I didn't take it personally.
So the correction was about the work, not the person.
Exactly.
That's a valuable distinction.
It can completely change how we feel at work.
I remember receiving feedback on a presentation.
How did it go?
At first, I felt terrible.
Really?
Yes, I thought everyone hated my presentation.
And what happened later?
Later, I realized they were trying to help me improve.
That's an excellent lesson.
It changed my perspective completely.
Which leads us to another phrase, handle criticism.
What exactly does that mean?
It means responding to feedback in a constructive way.
Even if the feedback is difficult to hear?
Especially then.
Can you give an example?
Sure. Instead of becoming defensive, you could ask, could you explain how I can improve this section?
That's professional.
Very professional.
I think listeners can use that immediately at work.
Definitely.
Have you ever made a communication mistake at work?
Oh, yes. Many times.
Tell us one.
Early in my career, I accidentally sent a message to the entire department instead of one person.
Oh no!
Yes.
What happened?
Thankfully, the message wasn't offensive,
That's good.
but it was very embarrassing.
I think everyone has experienced something similar.
Probably.
Technology creates new opportunities for mistakes,
That's true.
especially during remote work.
Remote work.
A completely different set of challenges.
Yes, sometimes messages seem rude when they weren't intended that way.
Because we can't hear tone of voice.
Exactly.
And we can't see facial expressions.
Which can lead to misunderstandings.
So communication becomes even more important.
Absolutely.
Sometimes a 5-minute video call can solve a problem that 10 emails cannot.
I completely agree.
That's a lesson many remote teams learn quickly.
Very true.
Daisy, let's continue talking about workplace relationships.
Absolutely.
Earlier, we talked about misunderstandings. Sometimes two coworkers disagree and stop communicating properly.
That's very common.
Then the problem becomes bigger and bigger.
Exactly. That's where another useful phrase comes in. Work things out.
I hear that expression often.
Work things out means solve a problem together through discussion and cooperation.
Could you give an example?
Sure. We disagreed at first, but we talked openly and worked things out. That's simple and useful. Here's another example. The marketing team and sales team had different opinions, but they worked things out before the project started.
Can I say we worked out the things?
People might understand you, but work things out sounds much more natural.
Got it.
The important idea is cooperation.
Not winning an argument.
Exactly.
Sometimes people focus too much on being right.
Yes, and that can damage workplace relationships.
Another phrase I've heard is clear the air.
That's a great one.
What does it mean?
It means having an honest conversation to remove tension or misunderstanding.
Example?
Imagine two coworkers feel uncomfortable after an argument.
Okay.
One of them says, "Let's meet and clear the air."
So they discuss the issue openly.
Exactly.
That's much healthier than avoiding each other.
Definitely.
I once had a coworker who suddenly became very quiet around me.
What happened?
I had no idea.
Really?
Yes, for 2 weeks I thought he was angry.
Was he?
No,
No?
he was simply worried about a family problem.
Wow.
I spent 2 weeks creating imaginary problems in my head.
That's a perfect example of why communication matters.
Exactly.
Sometimes the story we create is completely wrong.
Very true.
That's why we should communicate before making assumptions.
Speaking of assumptions, let's return to the phrase, give someone the benefit of the doubt.
Good idea.
The more we discuss workplace conflicts, the more important that phrase becomes.
I agree.
Many conflicts start because people assume the worst.
Exactly.
But if we pause and consider other possibilities, we often avoid unnecessary drama.
Well said.
Daisy, let's talk about difficult bosses versus difficult coworkers.
That's an interesting comparison.
Are they handled differently?
Sometimes.
How so?
A difficult boss often controls your workload, priorities, and performance reviews.
That's true.
A difficult coworker usually affects collaboration and daily teamwork.
So the challenges are different.
Yes, but many communication skills work in both situations.
Such as staying calm,
Exactly.
speaking professionally,
Yes,
and focusing on solutions.
absolutely.
I had a manager once who sent very short emails.
Let me guess. You thought he was angry.
Exactly.
What happened?
After several months, I realized he sent short emails to everyone.
So it wasn't personal.
Not at all.
That's a great reminder not to take everything personally.
Definitely.
Now let's discuss another valuable phrase. Find common ground.
What does that mean?
It means discovering something that both sides agree on.
Example?
Two coworkers disagree about how to complete a project.
Okay.
However, both want the project to succeed.
That's their common ground.
Exactly.
So even when people disagree, they often share a goal.
Very often.
That's encouraging,
It is.
because it gives people a starting point for cooperation.
Well said.
Another phrase connected to this is meet halfway.
Excellent phrase.
Meaning?
It means both people make compromises. Could you give an example? One employee wants daily meetings.
Okay.
Another employee wants only one meeting per week.
Big difference.
They meet halfway and choose 3 meetings per week.
That seems fair.
Exactly.
Can I say we met in halfway?
That's a common mistake.
The correct expression is meet halfway.
Correct.
I like these workplace phrases because they sound natural.
That's the goal.
Speaking naturally helps people sound more confident.
Absolutely.
Let's talk about confidence.
Great topic.
Many English learners feel nervous during meetings.
That's very common.
They worry about grammar mistakes.
Yes.
Or pronunciation mistakes.
Definitely.
What advice would you give?
Focus on communication, not perfection.
I like that.
Most coworkers care more about understanding your ideas than hearing perfect grammar.
That's true.
Confidence grows through practice.
Not through waiting.
Exactly.
I remember my first presentation in English.
How did it go?
Terribly. My hands were shaking.
Really?
Yes, I spoke too fast.
That's common.
I forgot several words.
What happened afterward?
Nothing terrible.
Exactly.
That's what surprised me.
Most fears are bigger in our imagination.
Very true.
And every presentation made me more confident.
That's encouraging for listeners.
I hope so.
Another important workplace skill is setting limits.
Ah, that brings us to another useful phrase, set boundaries.
What does that mean?
It means creating healthy limits regarding your time, responsibilities, and personal space.
Example?
Suppose a coworker sends work messages every night at midnight.
That's exhausting.
You might politely explain your availability and set boundaries.
So boundaries are not rude.
Not at all.
They're healthy.
Exactly.
I think many people confuse boundaries with selfishness.
That's a common misunderstanding.
But healthy boundaries actually improve relationships.
They do.
Because expectations become clear.
Exactly.
Let's discuss another challenging situation.
Go ahead.
What about coworkers who criticize everything?
Ah, yes.
Every idea has a problem.
We've all met people like that.
How should we respond?
One strategy is asking constructive questions.
Such as?
What improvements would you suggest?
Nice.
That moves the conversation towards solutions.
Instead of endless criticism.
Exactly.
Sometimes criticism is useful.
Absolutely.
Sometimes it isn't.
That's true as well.
The important skill is evaluating feedback objectively.
Very well said.
Another phrase we should discuss is resolve a conflict.
Excellent choice.
What does it mean?
It means successfully solve a disagreement or problem.
Example?
The team resolved the conflict through open communication.
Another example?
The manager helped resolve a conflict between two departments.
That's useful.
Workplace success often depends on conflict resolution skills.
Not just technical skills.
Exactly.
I think many listeners will find that surprising.
Probably.
People spend years learning technical skills.
But communication skills are equally important.
Maybe even more important in some situations.
I agree.
Before we finish this section, let's review one final phrase.
Which one?
Stay professional.
A very important expression.
Especially when emotions are high.
Exactly. Staying professional doesn't mean hiding your feelings. Correct. It means expressing them appropriately. Very well explained. So even during difficult situations, we can remain calm, respectful, and solution-focused. That's the mindset of a strong professional. And that's something every listener can develop. Absolutely. Before we move to our recap, I want to ask one more question.
Sure. Can difficult coworkers actually help us grow?
Honestly, yes.
Really?
Think about it. Difficult coworkers often teach us patience, communication skills, emotional control, and professionalism.
That's an interesting way to look at it.
For example, a coworker who interrupts you may teach you how to speak up confidently.
True.
A negative coworker may teach you how to focus on solutions.
Good point.
A critical coworker may help you learn how to handle criticism professionally.
So every challenge can become a lesson.
Exactly.
I like that mindset.
Me too. It reduces frustration and encourages growth.
And growth is one of the main goals of any career.
Absolutely. Let's take a few minutes to review the most important lessons from today's discussion.
Great idea.
First, remember the importance of staying calm.
In other words, keep your cool.
Exactly. Difficult situations become easier when we remain calm and think clearly.
Reacting emotionally often makes problems worse.
That's right. Second, communicate professionally.
Even when you disagree.
Especially when you disagree.
Good point.
Third, learn how to handle criticism.
Not every comment is a personal attack.
Correct. Try not to take it personally. Instead, ask yourself whether the feedback can help you improve.
That's a powerful mindset shift.
Fourth, avoid unnecessary conflict.
How?
By giving people the benefit of the doubt, listening carefully, and asking questions before making assumptions.
That can prevent many misunderstandings.
Absolutely. Fifth, focus on solving problems.
Instead of blaming people.
Exactly. Focus on solutions rather than complaints.
Let's also review some key expressions.
Good idea. Get along with means having a positive relationship.
Speak up means expressing your opinion confidently.
On the same page means sharing the same understanding.
Work things out means solving problems together.
Stay professional means behaving appropriately and respectfully.
Keep your cool means staying calm.
Give someone the benefit of the doubt means assuming positive intentions until you know the facts.
Clear the air means discussing a problem openly to remove tension.
Find common ground means discovering something both sides agree on.
Meet halfway means both sides compromise.
Handle criticism means responding constructively to feedback.
Address the issue means discussing the problem directly.
Resolve a conflict means successfully solve a disagreement.
Team player describes someone who works well with others.
And set boundaries means creating healthy limits.
These phrases are practical, professional, and useful in real workplace situations.
Exactly. Now it's time for shadowing practice. Repeat after me.
Speak clearly and confidently.
I will stay calm.
I will stay calm.
Let's work together.
Let's work together.
I understand your point.
I understand your point.
I respect your opinion.
I respect your opinion.
I can listen carefully.
I can listen carefully.
Can we discuss this professionally?
Can we discuss this professionally?
Let's find a solution.
Let's find a solution.
I appreciate your feedback.
I appreciate your feedback.
Thank you for your suggestion.
Thank you for your suggestion. Let's focus on the facts. Let's focus on the facts. I can communicate clearly. I can communicate clearly. I can handle difficult situations. I can handle difficult situations. I remain professional under pressure. I remain professional under pressure. I can speak up respectfully. I can speak up respectfully. I can handle criticism calmly. I can handle criticism calmly. Could you clarify that? Could you clarify that? Let's stay on the same page. Let's stay on the same page. Let's work things out.
Let's work things out. We can find common ground. We can find common ground. We can meet halfway. We can meet halfway. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your support. I will stay professional. I will stay professional. We can resolve this conflict. We can resolve this conflict. I am becoming more confident every day. I am becoming more confident every day.
As we come to the end of today's episode, remember that every workplace has challenges.
No workplace is perfect.
That's right. You will probably meet coworkers with different personalities, different communication styles, and different opinions. And that's completely normal. The key is learning how to respond professionally.
Stay calm.
Stay respectful.
Stay confident.
Practice English communication every day, even if it's only a few minutes.
Small improvements add up over time.
Exactly. The more you practice, the more natural workplace conversations will become.
And the more confident you'll feel during meetings, presentations, and team discussions.
Remember, strong communication skills can improve your career, strengthen professional relationships, and help you handle challenges more effectively.
Difficult coworkers may not disappear.
Probably not.
But your ability to deal with them can improve dramatically.
Absolutely. If you enjoyed this episode, please like, comment, subscribe, and share it with other English learners. We'd love to hear about your workplace experiences in the comments.
Thank you for listening.
Keep learning. Keep growing. Keep communicating with confidence. And we'll see you in the next episode.